Well, there's definitely a delay. Ah, much better. There's something for OGs. Alright, that's about enough of that, though. Because for anybody who came in there at the start, that music is from the original X-Men Genesis game. Old school. My childhood and stuff.
All right.
By the way. What's up, Ronan?
Excuse you.
Hey. I'm busy eating pizza, damn it.
Yeah? Well, guess what? While you're eating pizza, that's no excuse for forgetting your manners.
That is the spicy Wolverine, damn it. Not sponsored. We were literally buying food, and I said that would be funny.
So, Wait, you made this a spoiler-free review?
Oh, yeah, we're going to be as spoiler-free as humanly possible, at least in the beginning. And it is a normal crust pizza there, Wiki.
I probably would have changed the title then to spoiler-free in the beginning. Because it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult not to spoil it when you're reviewing something.
In terms of deep dish or normal, when it comes down to it, Wiki, deep dish is something that we serve to tourists. Real Illinois natives do not eat deep dish unless somebody comes in from out of town. Because deep dish is essentially nothing more than a lasagna pizza. So unless your favorite thing to eat is like 6 pounds of tomato sauce with some crust and a little bit of cheese, yeah, no. Your best bet, especially if you're in Chicago, is to get, technically speaking, it's actually St. Louis. Well, okay. Some people confuse it with St. Louis style because it's a normal pizza. If you get it as a thin crust, it's St. Louis style. But if you get just like a normal, like a normal crusted pizza, it's Chicago style, because the way that we do it, we load that shit up with toppings. Especially pepperoni and bacon, which is what this is. It's pepperoni, bacon, and a spicy chorizo. However, St. Louis style is a thin crust and cut into squares. And no, Jake, I'm not having pizza for breakfast. This is my lunch, because you forget I work third shift. So for me, I wake up at 10 o'clock at night. I eat my lunch at 2 in the morning. It is currently 10 a.m. Central Time here in Illinois. So this is lunch, dinner, linner. The third most important meal behind Dick Fist.
Dick Fist?
Can you tell I was rewatching a bunch of Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, poop. My intro list is on the ground, damn it.
And don't forget that if the pizza comes in like a rectangle shape, then it's like Detroit style.
Yes, but the only way for it to be true Detroit style is it actually has to be made inside of one of the pans that the mechanics would use in order to store like lug nuts and shit
Yeah.
for actually producing the cars that they would work on in Detroit. Because what they would do is they would take those, and as they were starting to like rust out and fall apart, they would actually clean them out, put some Rust-Oleum in it, like try to kill the rust or whatever. At least I think that's what they did.
Hmm.
But they would clean it out really good, like wash it 4 or 5 or 6 times, get rid of everything, and then after they get rid of everything, um, then yeah, they would kind of go from there and then push the crust in and then fill it with the sauce and the cheese and all the stuff, and then yes, and then you cut it into strips, and then yes, that's Detroit style.
Well, when I went to New York, I tried New York style pizza. Now, because New York is so big, there's so many pizza places
Yep.
that where I ate at wasn't good. But that's like everywhere, you know. You have the
Right.
places that people swear behind. I never got to a chance to go there because, like I said, New York's super big and hard to find some stuff, especially when you've never been there.
Right.
So we ate pizza, but like the pizza that we had was like, I looked at it, I was like, man, we have better pizza at home.
Well, here's the question. Did you stop into a place and ask for a single slice, or did you order a whole pie?
I believe we ordered a whole pie, but I think,
That might be part of your problem.
well, yeah, well, going in like growing up and honestly watching the Turtles movie, especially the second one, The Secret of the Ooze, where um can't remember the dude's name, the pizza delivery boy,
Kino.
uh
Second
Kino,
Donatello.
when he delivers the pizza and they open it up and you see these giant slices of pizza. Or I believe they showed in that movie, I can't see, it's been a while since I've seen it. Didn't they show like people like buying pizza and you
They
get to see
showed
how,
it because they went into Roy's and they were
yes,
literally selling it by the
eh,
slice.
yes, and you see how
Because that
giant,
girl literally like picks it up off the plate, like that little Asian girl. She literally
yeah,
like picks it up
yep,
and there's just like cheese like this
yep.
fucking stretching. Yeah.
Well, when but when I saw that, I was like, damn, those pizza slices are huge. If I ever go to New York, I've got to try that. When I went to New York,
Ooh.
I did not get the giant slices that I was promised. Probably because I ordered a whole pie, and probably
Right.
because that place maybe doesn't do it. Like I said, there's probably God, with New York being the size that it is, I would say there's got to be at least 3, 4 dozen fucking pizza places easily.
Right. Yeah, and the sign, as somebody who's never been there but knows quite a few people who are natives, um, from what they say, now this is hearsay, but from what they say, your best bet is what you want to do is you want to walk into the place, see if they
Hmm.
actually sell them by the slice,
Hmm.
just order one fucking slice, eat it. If the single slice is good, then you can order a whole pie later on.
Yeah, see right there. That's the secret, and we didn't do that. So,
Right. Now,
but
to jump over to chat real quick, Shane. Wiki,
I go
is
right.
pizza go-to comfort food in Illinois the same way that it is in New York? Uh, Pizza's comfort food no matter where the hell you are in the United States because pizza you can order any way, shape, or form. If you're going to a good pizza place or even like an actual restaurant that just so happens to sell pizza, um, you can literally get it with like prime rib on the pizza. I've
Hmm.
literally had a steak and bacon pizza before, where they
You can put
literally cooked a steak, fucking trimmed it down real good into little thin slices. Excuse me, almost like you would do if you were going to, and I'm gonna say it wrong, but almost like if you were going to like a pho or a pho place. Like you guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. I am an uncultured swine, but they literally like thin strips of steak and put it on there. But yes, pizza is go-to comfort food anywhere in the United States. Get it with bacon, get it with eggs, and get it with like a gravy for a breakfast pizza. You can literally get dessert pizza where they literally make like a strawberry or no, like a cherry cobbler or a blueberry cobbler on top of your pizza pie and drizzle that shit in fucking icing. Like, you can literally, all those posts that you ever see on any social media site that says, if you could only have one food the rest of your life, what would it be? Correct answer is pizza. Because if you go to the right places, you can order it any fucking way you want. You want barbecue chicken? Cool, barbecue chicken pizza. Do you want a
Yeah.
pulled pork sandwich? Well, fuck that, pulled pork pizza.
Really, there's no
Do you
limit
want
to what
tacos? Taco pizza.
there's no limit to what you can do with pizza, but whether or not it turns out good is another story.
Exactly. Now then,
But
let's see. And then Jake Schuster said that that was not Liu Kang's brother. Yeah, I figured that out later. Ronan says, wonder if that place is still there. If you go back to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review that we did fucking years ago, when we had to review Turtles to get into In Space, because we had to get to fucking the next mutation, so that way then we could get through that one episode of Power Rangers in Space where they fucking teamed up with the Next Mutation Turtles. No. That shit closed down years ago. Apparently there's over 2,000 pizzerias in New York City from Google. Yeah, fucking exactly. And depending upon where you're at in New York, and I'm just talking New York City, not even New York State, then yeah, it's fucked up.
yeah,
From Ronan. Funny enough, for the scene in Home Alone 2 that Kevin, yeah, that had Kevin get a pizza, they literally could go down any street and order pizza for each take. I mean, you're not wrong.
yeah,
They have dessert pizza like a honey bun from Jake. Yep, exactly. What about a General Tso's pizza? Technically, yes.
yeah. You can
Yes,
put any.
if like I said, if you go to the fucking right places, as my hair is all fucked up in my headphones, but yes, if you go to the right fucking places, you can literally turn any like ask for anything on a pizza. Hell, if you fucking want to, you could go and order Chinese food, get a fucking pizza crust, and then literally stretch out the pizza crust and then put the fucking General Tso's down on the motherfucking pizza and then bake that shit into a General Tso's pizza. Especially because if you know how to make General Tso's at home, well, fuck, there's your sauce. And most of the places around here in Illinois, because let's be honest, there's not that many, like, native Asians in Illinois. Like, there's a few, but not many. Not many people who actually immigrated in, especially with our immigration policy being what it is right now. Leaving that alone. But yes, you can, like, if you know how to make that shit at home, you take some chicken tenders, okay, that's all it is, go get you some chicken fingies, and you chop them up in the little bites, like you're getting a boneless chicken wing, and you throw that shit on top of your fucking pizza, and you're fucking done. Alright.
There's really no limit. It's up to your imagination.
Alright. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to say goodbye, chat, because I surprisingly do have notes. Not many. It's literally only fucking one page worth of fucking notes.
Single spaced, so it makes it look like there's a lot.
Oh, yes. Well, technically it's double spaced because it's note, then a space, then a note, which means that's double spaced. Single spaced means it would be note, 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 note.
Yeah,
But
it makes it
yes.
look.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and non-binary pals in between, welcome to Fandom Night, the show that knows that wielding a Deathclaw gauntlet is very, very difficult. That intro is for people who have seen this movie. And yes, that is a slight spoiler. That's going to be your only one of the... Well, okay, that's going to be one of like 4 for the night. I am one of your hosts today, Cesario Level.
Dan McCurdy Proto Guy.
Who doesn't know how to turn on his webcam, but that's because I'm pretty sure he just got out the shower and he sat down butt naked. So
Yeah,
we don't need...
I decided to do a butt naked review.
Yep, so he's butt naked, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy.
Yep.
Spoilers, there's an Australian Wolverine in the movie. Yes, we know.
His name's Hugh Jackman.
There was also an American Wolverine in the movie, and then there was also an Xavier with a future chair, and then there was a juggernaut riding in a car, and then there was a
Dude,
creepy grandma being creepy. Oh wait, I'm thinking of Comics Toss. You guys should go watch Comics Toss. I busted my ass fucking editing those episodes. There's a playlist, fandomnight.com, well, youtube.com/fandomnight, whatever the fuck the URL is.
or just Google, or just go to YouTube and search us.
Yeah, just search Comics TAS. Fucking only Fandom Night has a Comics Toss, but yes, fucking you can go there. You can watch like I think we're up to episode 4 for the first season of the X-Men, like the original '90s X-Men reviews. I've got a bunch more of them done, but Bill hasn't posted them in a while because either you guys aren't watching them and Bill thought, screw it, nobody's watching them, let's not post it, or he's saving it for days when I can't be bothered to stream for you while he's stuck at work and Shane's busy taking a Shane nap and Nick's still dealing with all of his stuff. Because again, I'm going to leave that be, that's his business. So, there's no law of blowing up the moon. Moon! Anyway. I will warn everybody right now. Right now is your warning. I almost forgot myself.
I am bad at not spoiling things. So
yes, I was gonna say anybody in the chat, because I just had to stop myself. I almost said something stupid. That's why I said because I had to stop myself. Anybody who has seen the movie and posted spoilers in the chat, you will be timed out for pretty much the remainder of the stream. You guys know we usually go for about 2 hours, but fucking we're gonna do our best to try to not fucking spoil shit for people who actually want to see the movie, who didn't get a chance to go see it. Like my wife and I literally went and saw it yesterday, 10:30 in the morning, so literally like almost 24 hours ago, in IMAX, whereas Shane, well, Ronan, had he not pointed it out, that's why I fucking let it be.
I went last night.
Yeah, Shane went last night at like, what'd you say? It was like 8:30?
Yeah.
So yeah, so he went at 8:30 last night. Yeah, the movie is about 2.5 hours, but depending upon your movie theater, Shane and I had almost the exact same experience. You're fine, Jaquan. Like I said, I'm gonna leave it be. But yes, so yeah, we had almost the exact same fucking experience at different movie theaters. Because Shane went to his local AMC, where he would have been able to buy either a Wolverine or a Deadpool popcorn bucket that you could fuck. If he had the money to do so.
No, I did not. And I didn't, when I was there, I didn't even see those.
Oh, well, you could have then. Whereas I went to my local franchisee, boobity bobbity, whatever the fuck, movie theater that has an IMAX. I know they're a fucking franchise, but fucking they're not a big enough one to be nationwide like fucking AMC or any of that shit. But yeah, I went there where they didn't have you could fuck a face popcorn buckets. And yet somehow during the fucking trailers, we still ended up dealing with a whole bunch of stupidness like fucking when you're insured with Allstate, you know mayhem. Hey, go to ZipRecruiter.com, get you a new job. Fucking.
Like I said, I never mind the.
Yeah.
I always like the trailers before a movie, seeing what's coming out. Because sometimes there's something that I didn't know was coming out. It's just all the advertisement stuff, and I understand why they have to do that stuff. But at the same time, just because I understand why you have to do it doesn't make it any less annoying.
Well, okay, so here's the thing that pissed me off about my shit. Hold on.
Okay, I'm holding. Pausing for dramatic effect. I like it.
No, so I'll be quite honest, I've got a cavity in one of my teeth. And I have pizza stuck in my cavity, and it's driving me insane. But no. So we were talking about it before we started the stream, and you were telling me about all the trailers that you got. And while we got some of them that were similar,
Hmm.
the only movie trailers that they fucking showed at my movie theater was Come See Wicked, which I could give two shits about a fucking movie from, like, okay, a prequel to a fucking movie that was originally released in, like, the 19 fucking 50s.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, buddy.
Well, I know it was
Wizard,
before that.
Wizard of Oz came out in '39.
Either fucking way, it was a goddamn movie that was supposed to be propaganda to try to keep fucking people from being like, we need to join World War II and save the day. So I could give two fucking shits about that
Well,
goddamn movie.
I don't really. I mean, I mean, it's the same stuff that they've been trying to do for a long time, where they turn a villain into either a hero, or they try to get you to sympathize. Like, oh, this is why they're a villain.
Right, exactly. And it's
They
the
didn't.
same
They
haggard shit that I don't fucking care about.
I mean, they did it with Maleficent. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly. And I didn't give enough of a fuck about that movie to want to go see it either.
um,
Speaking of fucking Disney movies, since this is a fucking Disney movie,
yes, it is.
did you end up getting stuck having to watch in an R-rated fucking Deadpool and Wolverine movie? Come see fucking Mufasa.
No, I didn't get that one.
Yeah, I got a, hey, come see the new fucking CGI Mufasa movie. Another fucking prequel.
Oh, dude. Now, if anybody is, well, you do know that nowadays they ain't gonna let nothing die.
Yeah, no
Shit.
fucking shit.
I mean, come on, let's be real. Deadpool said it in the movie himself when he was talking with Wolverine towards the end of the movie about what Disney's gonna do.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And so, and it's funny that he says that because it's true. They don't let anything die.
Well, of course
You know,
not. That's because they literally let the license expire on Steamboat Willie to allow Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse to be fucking public domain because they're like, nobody gives two shits about that. We have actual Mickey Mouse.
Steamboat Willie,
After
it's
that, Disney has been fighting the courts for fucking years and years and years and years and years and years and years, and I'm not gonna say it long enough, but fucking millennia basically, almost since the fucking company's inception, to purposely push back when shit is allowed to go within public domain and become free fucking use. They've been one of the biggest fucking proponents to that fucking law because, oh, well, fuck, the more we push the shit back, the longer we don't have to worry about fucking people doing stupid shit with Winnie the Pooh and Bambi and fucking Steamboat Willie. Oh, wait. I'm thinking of
well,
a group of horror movies that are coming out, with a couple of them that already have come out, which are Disney-themed horror movies, with themed being in heavy quotations. Huh. But, all that shit aside, finally, they roll the fucking Marvel logo, and, the fun begins.
boy,
Strap your ass into your fucking seat. Marvel logo has fucking gone. You're seeing it up there. Deadpool gets his fucking in the Marvel logo staring at you from the screen being like, oh shit, that's me kind of fucking thing. And this is slightly spoilery, but it's not going to ruin the movie, as Deadpool hums along to the fucking Marvel intro music.
dude. I'm trying to figure this out, dude. I'm really bad at not spoiling stuff. Like trying to do this without,
Alright, so rule A number one when it comes to no spoilers is avoid saying anything that you think, if you heard, is going to ruin the movie. And two is something that was not mentioned in a trailer. Like, for example, we've all seen the trailer. We know that Sabretooth ends up fighting Wolverine. It's a fucking guarantee. It was in the fucking trailer, along with, oh wow, Paul Rudd finally got old with the fucking dead Ant-Man out in the middle of the fucking desert. We know it. We saw it in the fucking trailer. If you didn't see the fucking trailer, sorry. But fucking that's how they advertise a movie is they fucking show you a commercial saying, "Hey, here's part of the movie. You in or you out?"
Dude. Well,
But I'll jump
I'll let
into
I'll
that plus.
I'll let you I'll let you take the lead and just go off on all this. Makes it easier for me not to try to spoil anything.
I'm gonna leave that one be. I'll leave it the fuck be.
Like I said, you see how difficult it is?
Oh no,
It,
it's not fucking difficult at all for me. I was lighting a cigarette. You can't see me because you're not watching the stream.
no, I
So,
won't. It's because earlier it wasn't showing anything. It's if on my end I can't see anything.
right, exactly. That's why I said I'm gonna let that be because I had to think about that one because I didn't watch too many of the trailers. So that's why I'm gonna let it be, Jake. That oh hey, we know that X-23 is in it because she was in the fucking trailer.
Technically, yes, and that's there was a lot of people who were talking about how that one should have been not kept out of the trailer, so that could have been a. I mean, so there was cameos in it that did surprise me that I was not expecting. Trust me.
Oh, see, that's what I was about to say. Any cameo that you see, because we saw it with those two characters, they purposely hunt down the original actor who had played the character that's being put in the cameo. That's as far as I'm going to say, because quite literally, fucking one of the best fucking spots is when Wolverine and Deadpool finally decide to, like, agree to disagree and, hey, let's just fucking go this way and get the fuck out of Dodge so we can, try to save the fucking day. And they end up stuck inside of a place, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And then all of a sudden, here come like four fucking people round in the corner, and I'm like, motherfucker!
Dude, dude, I'm gonna tell you something. There was one part of this movie, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how much it spoils anything because it's not really. I mean, it doesn't. But if you
All
know what
right,
I'm talking,
look,
if you know
I
what I'm talking, if you know what I'm talking about, dude, I don't know why.
I do,
It,
but let me do this to preface it for anybody who has not seen the movie yet. You already know that Deadpool is dealing with the TVA. You know how the TVA works. There are things called variants, meaning alternate versions of the characters. Go ahead, Shane.
oh, I get that. Oh no, that was hilarious. But
I was
the
going to
the
say which part.
oh, all of it really. I dude,
Uh-huh.
there were certain parts of this movie. There were certain parts of this movie that I nearly fell out of my chair because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why. I don't know why it was so funny. It was in the trailer. You saw that there was a van in the trailer that
Yeah.
that they were driving around in. So that's not spoiler. You seen the van. It's about what they talk about with the van, like,
Yep.
and the whole fight scene that you saw in the trailer a little bit because you see Deadpool flying out of the roof.
Yep.
Yep. So the whole fight scene and what he says when he's sitting in the back, like basically egging
Uh-huh.
Wolverine on. I don't know why, but the whole concept around this van I found so hilarious.
Yep.
It was, and then the cameos that showed up.
Mm-hmm. Look, like I said before, my biggest like pop, and this is a wrestling term. A pop is when you literally get the crowd to like jump out of their seats and fucking cheer because they just came in their pants. That's what a
Mm-hmm.
pop is. Um, the biggest pop is when they're looking for Wolverine.
Oh my God, yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you're talking about that one cameo, I
Uh,
had to.
Not only that cameo, but the fact that because they are going through alternate timelines and looking at
Yeah,
different branches, they cut through a lot of fucking Wolverine history. And
listen,
holy fucking shit.
listen.
Holy fucking shit with some of that, man.
The first one they find,
The
the very
first
first,
one was fantastic.
that
The
was
next one
hilarious.
was fucking great. The one after that, I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, wait, isn't that when you. And he just gets that look on his face because he sees, and I'm like, God fucking damn it, really?
Dude, I
So
couldn't
there
believe
was
it.
another fucking cameo in
Dude, I couldn't.
quotes.
That one. Okay, like I didn't know what to expect with the cameos. I knew there were. I mean, in fact, I believe I saw a video. I didn't watch the video. I just saw that there was a video where Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds were at San Diego Comic-Con, and
Yep.
they were on stage, and they brought up a lot of the cameos that are in the movie on stage. I was
Yep.
like, nah, fuck that. I ain't watching that. I want to see this for myself
Oh no,
because I
trust me.
want to.
The only thing that I shared is because I was watching a bunch of them like promoting the movie and that. Just because watching them two fucking hang out and joke is fan fucking tastic. Um,
Oh yeah.
I shared the Hot Ones interview that they did. I watched one where I think they were talking to like Lad Bible or something like that. It was something over in the UK. I watched the opening monologue from the two of them as they were hosting Kimmel together. Like just watching their chemistry, it's like okay, yeah, no, I could clearly tell that these two are actually friends. So when they do get along in the movie, because let's be fucking honest, you spend enough time with somebody in a movie, you're guaranteed to be best fucking friends. I mean, fucking look at every fucking buddy cop movie that has ever fucking existed. Go to fucking Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, that's
Axel,
not
yeah,
more.
Axel Foley shows up. The other
Yep.
cops fucking hate his dick, and then fucking halfway through the movie, they're like, "You're best friends."
And
Fucking, you go
then
to 48 Hours. Fucking Eddie Murphy is a fucking like, fuck, not a criminal. Like, okay, he's a low level fucking criminal, and then fucking Nick Nolte's like, "I fucking hate your guts." By the end of it, fucking they love each other. You go to Rush Hour. Fucking Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker are literally best friends in real life because of that movie. Like
and
Jackie has saved Chris Tucker's life more times than Chris can fucking count. And not just literally saved his life from like relapsing and going back into drugs, but like just saving his acting career by literally teaching him extra skills like how to do some martial arts for real. So that way then if he does need to throw a fucking punch, he can literally do it. Yes, exactly. Lethal Weapon. You're exactly right, Jake. Fucking all of those fucking movies.
oh yeah, Lethal Weapon. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like, fucking anytime there's a buddy cop, like, this guy's a fucking tough as nails by the book, and this motherfucker does what he wants. By the end of the movie, we're tore up, we're fucked up, fuck it. I love you, man, and fucking hugs and shit.
Except for those one budding cop ones like the 21 Jump Street where Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum already like they start off as partners and they're
Well,
already basically getting along.
that's because that one is not a buddy cop
It's more
movie. It's
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 more of
just a
a
comedy.
it is, but they're still cops, you know what I mean? They're still
Right.
partners. So that's
Right.
why I don't know what your what you would put in the category of budding cop movies.
Well,
To
first of
me,
all, you're saying it wrong because it's not budding cop like a flower is budding or like
buddy
the
cop,
meat. It's buddy. You and me
buddy
is
cop.
buddies. I ain't
Yeah,
your buddy, friend. I ain't your friend, pal. I ain't your pal, guy. Yeah, buddy.
buddy.
My buddy and me. Oh wait,
But
that's a completely different movie franchise. ah.
and you knew that watching this movie there were going to be parts where because of Deadpool's personality,
Right.
he pisses a lot of people off.
Well, that's kind of the point of it. Like they even
Mhm.
made more references to Deadpool being fucking pansexual. And for the dipshit who had left a fucking comment on the one video, this is one time I'm gonna call anybody out in fucking chat or any of our fans. But to the one fucking dipshit who decided to fucking post a haha look at me I'm funny goddamn comment where I brought up Mike could be either fucking gay, bi, or pan. Um, Being pansexual, it literally is a fucking thing. In fact, let me look up. There we go. Sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people of all genders or regardless of their sex or gender identity. Huh. Doesn't
They
that
have
sound like that theory I threw out about Mike? Hey, look, it's fucking guaranteed Deadpool because for the Wikipedia warriors out there, myself included, if you go to Deadpool, let me do that, Deadpool, Wikipedia, and the actual legit Wikipedia page. Let's see. In the comic books, he is he is notated to be pansexual. In fact, let's see. Sexual orientation. In December of 2013, Deadpool was confirmed as being pan by Deadpool writer Jerry Duggan via Twitter. Huh.
Yeah, he has no preference. His
No.
preference is everybody.
Exactly. He does not give a fuck, which goes back into my original statement from fucking before. And no, Jake, actually there is a major distinction between being bi and pan. The problem comes down to a matter of exploration. Being bi, generally speaking, I want to say is only a physical / sexual attraction. Whereas if you end up being pan, there is an emotional put on it. Let me see here. Sexually or romantically attracted to both men and women, or to more than one sex or gender. Because to be fair, you could technically be bisexual and be attracted to born females, like natural born females, as well as trans females, or even transitioning males. Whereas, like I said, when it comes down to being pan, it's, like I said, there's literally a mental fucking connection. Let me see here. Omniverse, being pan in that sort of world. Damn it. And of course it fucking jumped. I missed it. Oh well. Yeah, I missed it. Oh well, whatever.
But anywho.
Anyway, it's not that big of a fucking deal. But yes, they literally make way the fuck more references to Deadpool being pansexual. Because he's literally hitting on almost everything with fucking two legs. Like, he hits on a couple of the fucking characters who end up being fucking cameos. He ends up hitting on a bunch of the background characters in the TVA. Fucking, like...
Oh, yeah, that...
he's constantly fucking hitting on Wolverine without, actually, full-fledged being like, come on, boy! Dick in the butt, let's go!
Dude, I'm telling you. That one TV...
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know, the one dude in the TVA, right? Especially at the fucking ass end when that dude's just like...
Yeah.
And they fully commit to, alright, no, he's, that's what he's doing.
Yep.
Right.
Dude, I will, so let me ask you this, without spoiling it. Obviously, the cameos that you saw in the trailer, we can obviously talk about and how you felt about actually seeing them. So you already knew that X-23 was in the movie. You already knew that Sabretooth is in the movie. But what about, some of the cameos? I believe the trailer also showed Toad.
I think it did, but don't quote me on that. So if it didn't, spoilers, but yeah, fucking Toad is in there. And the fact that they actually got fucking, I think his name is Alan Park. I think.
Ray Park.
Yes, Ray Park, thank you. Basically, the guy who played fucking Darth Maul, they got him to fucking come back and put on the Toad costume. And the makeup and everything. I was like, holy fucking shit!
I was shocked by how many cameos they got. But one of them, I think out of all of them, the one that I think shocked me the most, it's a toss-up between two of them, to be fair.
Oh, I know. I know exactly who shocked me the most.
If it's...
Well, look. At the beginning, because we saw it in the trailer, where fucking Deadpool, he's laying there in the desert, and Wolverine kind of walks up to him, and he goes, you mind giving me a hand? And then he pops the claws, and he's like, no, wait, not like that! They end up having a fist fight. There's a cameo shortly after that. That one I saw coming. Only because the way that they tried to hide them, I saw what they were wearing, and I said, "Oh,
Listen,
oh, you guys are going that route."
listen. I saw. Okay, okay. At first, when that person jumped down,
Uh-huh.
and they revealed themselves, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, okay. Now, Deadpool's reaction, obviously, at first, I thought the same thing at first. But then when I really looked at what that person was wearing, I'm like, oh, I know exactly who you are, and that is awesome.
Uh-huh.
And by the way, you are completely useless against the other guy that's over there
Yep.
because of what he can do. So you were completely useless. So, but it
Uh-huh.
was, but dude, and then the other,
The other big cameos that literally shocked the fucking shit out of me, where, like I said, they go to place, because I'm not
yep.
gonna fucking spoil it, and like I said, four motherfuckers walk around the corner, and I'm like, wait, and then motherfucker walk, I go, yo! The last one was the one that fucking shocked me.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wait, fucking you are here? How in the fuck are you here? And I'm not going to say any more because it will fucking ruin it. But I was like, how in the fuck are you here?
I
I would have
cursed
expected the other motherfucker, not you.
three. Listen, three out of the four reveals that showed up, we already knew one of them because
Uh-huh.
we saw her in the trailer.
Yes, because X-23 walks out last. Yes.
Yes, we already knew that she is in the movie. I figured they would try to bring her in the movie because of Logan.
Right.
Now, the other three, the first one that walked out, not Ash. I mean, I was like, okay, okay, they brought you back. That's cool. That's cool. And then the next one walks out. I'm like, really? That's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Uh-huh.
And then eventually what that person says later on in the movie is really
Uh-huh.
what really makes it funny.
Which
And then
time? Because he says two things. The first, I was like, ha ha. The second one, I did the same shit Deadpool did, where if there were, like, I just was like, really? Really?
yes, it was when they were basically storming the place.
Uh-huh.
And then what he says, that's hilarious. And
Yep.
then the last person that came out is what shocked me as well. I was like,
Uh-huh.
okay, okay. And first off, I'm like, okay, you have to talk. Got to hear you
And
talk.
then he did.
And I was like, okay, I'm sold. I'm sold.
Yeah, and that's the only spoiler bit that I'm gonna get to, is say, he talked.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, oh, really? Really?
Mm-hmm. Dude,
Which
I'm
made it
telling you.
even more fucking hilarious. Oh, I do have a note here that I need to bring up because obviously we're gonna pass some of this. But there are several Easter eggs throughout the movie. One of them is quite obvious if you're paying attention. The other one I had to point out because I literally almost blinked and missed it. Because it's during an action scene, and this is the only one I'm going to point out. I said it to Shane. Pay attention to the bus.
Yeah.
Are you glad I pointed it out, Shane?
Well, here's the thing.
They were clever as fuck, though. I'll give them that.
They were throwing that scene was a little hectic. So,
Uh huh.
but when the bus came and you told me about that, I looked. I was like, okay, I see one thing, and I'm like reading everything just to see if my.
Uh
So I'm
huh.
not a, but I did look away for a second because I was grabbing my drink
Uh huh.
when the bus scene first started. So I might have missed it, but I did see some stuff. I wish I could say it, but
Oh, I will say it's fucking flat out right here. Because this is not gonna fucking ruin the movie at all. That's why this isn't a fucking spoiler. That's why I said pay attention to the bus. There's a fucking fight that happens. and there's a bus that goes by the fucking screen. If you're paying attention to the bus, most buses in America that are public transit, in order to help pay the bills, they have advertisements plastered across them. One of the advertisements was for a company here in the United States called Stanley Steamer. And
Okay, yeah.
Stanley Steamer is a carpet cleaning company,
Mm-hmm.
which is why it was Stan Lee Steamer and Stan Lee holding one of their fucking steam cleaning vacuums with a big old dumbass grin on his face. You know, that typical Stan Lee
Mm-hmm.
Excelsior. And I was like, oh, you dirty bitches. I was like, that's where, all right, okay, yes, all right, you're good.
I appreciate the cameo
Uh-huh,
without actually but with obviously not actually being able to be there.
right.
I was actually one. I was actually wondering if they were going to do something like that.
And yes,
Um,
Omniversal Studios pointed it out. He says even in death, he still cameos. Yes,
yeah, I
quite
don't think they.
literally, he's going to. In fact, I'd have to pull it back up, but you see it in the fucking trailer. When Deadpool gets fucking checked into that, well, when Deadpool and Wolverine get fucking checked into that building,
Mhm.
um, the building that they end up going into, is actually named after the guy who fucking created fucking Deadpool. I can't think of his fucking name right now. Rob Liefeld.
Mm.
So that like that building that they get checked into, like, and they go
Mm.
through the window in the fucking trailer.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fucking Rob Liefeld. That was what the name of it was.
Okay.
Um, just like and again, this isn't gonna fucking ruin it. There was a God fucking damn it. There was a comic book that you can fucking see again in that scene where fucking Deadpool's like laying on the fucking dirt and he goes, "You want to give me a hand?" There's a comic book that you can see. If you didn't fucking notice the comic book was Secret Wars.
Which is actually one of the Avengers movies coming out in the next few years.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because they're really trying to push that type of shit. Especially now that the dude that was playing fucking Kang the Conqueror,
Hmm.
turns out he was a fucking cocksucker.
Oh yeah,
So
he's a
they
piece of
said,
crap.
yeah, no, fucking shoot that poop. That motherfucker's done.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to recast because I think because isn't yeah Kang is supposed to be the next
As far as
Thanos.
I know, they're either going, well, they will have to recast him because he was fired, like completely
Yes,
fucked
he
off
was.
fired.
Yes,
So he will have to be fucking recast.
recast
But
because you can't change the story since, like I said, Kang is supposed to be the next Thanos.
right. Um, but the next thing that they're going to end up having to fucking worry about is I think they're also going to try to play the long con where they're going to try to wait like 4 or 5 years, like, you know, try to cleanse everybody's palates, be like, oh yeah, no, that King guy, the actor that we hired to play Kang, I mean, yeah, he might have been a bit of a piece of shit, but I mean, we don't know nothing about him no more. And they're gonna try to wait to see how long it'll fucking take people to forget what the fuck this dude even looked like.
Well, to be fair, if you listen to the people talk in the reviews, people are going to forget because he was. I know he was in he was in he was in
He was in Loki season two,
Lo-
I think was the last thing that he was actually in because while yes, he was in the last Ant-Man movie.
yeah, Quantumanium.
Yeah, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think Loki season two was like the last fucking thing that he was absolutely in.
then um well nobody was going to see him in that Ant-Man movie because nobody liked that movie, so
Well, you're not wrong, but to be fair, I also did end up going back and fucking watching it, only because of okay, so I watch like the Theorist channel, so game theory, film theory, food theory,
hmm
fuck style theory, I don't give a shit. Um, but I was watching the fucking film theory that fucking came out about that movie where they were like, look, the reason why that movie fucking sucked dick is because they purposely went back and rewrote half the fucking movie to purposely try to tie it into what the fuck is going on with their MCU timeline, because fucking the movie was almost done and then the fucking pandemic hit, and because people couldn't go to the movies, instead of just saying, fuck it, we made the fucking movie, here you go, fucking, as a, hey, don't go outside and fucking die by licking an escalator. Fucking, here's the movie, you could stream it on Disney Plus, which would have gotten people to, at the very least, done a fucking 30-day trial of Disney Plus, and then if they fucking liked it, they would have fucking hung around. But, they decided not to, so that kind of fucked everything up. So they went back and had to rewrite it, which the original story would have been, from what people were saying online, the original story was actually supposed to have been like 1,000 times better than
Mm-hmm.
what it is that we got. Because let's be honest, these movies teach, like, they have moral undertones, okay? So, once again, another movie where fucking dumbass morons on the internet are gonna be like, oh, it's the MCU, because they're fucking little dicked, brainless morons who actually are snowflakes and sheep because they're gonna cry that I'm calling them fucking names because they're a bunch of pansy ass bitch baby beta fucks who claim to be fucking alpha males. Because I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast and I sit down and jerk off to Ben Shapiro. Fucking stuff it up your ass. Fuck off. Literally, fuck off. Get out of here.
Tell them how you really feel.
Oh, believe me, I could go into even more in-depth detail, but you could go find that shit over on Sario Says, where, if I feel like fucking streaming, because I've been so fuck off busy lately. But, yeah, I would quite literally tell you how I really feel and tell you even more how to get fucked. But, when it came down to The Marvels was a decent movie. But if you pay attention to it, Disney, once again, is trying to tell people, you know what? Here, let me do it this way, Shane. And Captain Marvel, what happened? Like the big overall thing.
Well, she was part of the Kree Empire because she
Mm-hmm.
lost her memory.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got her memory back and she realized that
Mm-hmm.
the Kree are bad people,
Mm-hmm.
and she remembered how she got her powers and
Mm-hmm.
everything, he went and stopped them. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. I'm not a big Captain Marvel
So
fan.
so she stopped them. Now let me help. Um, she stopped them by going out and destroying their supercomputer, correct?
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. I haven't. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Okay, so she went out and she fucking destroyed their supercomputer. So because she went out and destroyed their AI supercomputer, all of a sudden in the Marvels it became a big fucking deal where fucking Carol just needed to go up and be like, "Oh, why can't you guys get your fucking shit together?" Oh, well, because our AI supercomputer is busted, so we have no leader. Oh, well, AI must be a great fucking thing. Let's make AI a great thing. Why? Because Disney is signing motherfuckers to goddamn 30-year contracts, so that way then they have their voice and likeness sitting on file. So if they wanted to, they could go into a fucking computer, pull out a fucking meta avatar, and place them in the fucking movie and go, act. Make them act. Have ChatGPT write the fucking script. You tell the fucking Metabot program that has fucking Robert Downey Jr.'s voice and likeness and fucking everything in it. Tell him to go out and be like, I am Tony Stark. Bop, bop, beep, bop. Or whatever fuck off bullshit that they're trying to do. So that way then they can make their fucking movies easier. This movie has its own fucking undertones. In fact, part of it, and slight spoilers to the story. Part of this is, yes, like James Earl Jones for Darth Vader's voice. They still use his fucking voice because he played Vader and they own fucking Vader and they say mouse dick.
The
But
power of
yes, in this movie, part of it, and again, this is story, Wolverine shit is you gotta fucking come to terms with your life and learn how to move on. Deadpool's is part of the same, but Deadpool's is having a midlife crisis. Shane, why would they be worried about people having midlife crises?
Because people have midlife crises.
Yes, it is because people have midlife crises. Shane, you're a numbers guy.
Yeah.
When did the first Marvel movie come out? And I'm talking actual MCU. Now, I will preface this with you don't have to worry about fucking giant mutant poodles.
Well, if you want to
Because
talk to
technically,
Bill,
giant mutant poodles is technically the first MCU movie with that shitty Incredible Hulk movie. But
no, you're
if
talking
we go
about
with Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man,
Iron Man is what technically is what started the MCU. It was the first movie
mm-hmm.
with the Incredible Hulk coming out shortly after that.
Jake already beat you to it, Shane.
Oh yeah. When
So
did it
did
come
Ronan.
out?
2008.
Oh yeah, I could. Oh, that's what you were asking. I'm sorry. I thought
Yeah.
you asked me what movie.
No. When did they come out? I said you're a numbers guy. You know dates. They
It came
came
out.
out in 2008.
If I'm
Shane?
right, I think it came out like May 8th, 2008.
Yep. Now, Shane, today's date
July
is July the
27th.
27th of 2024.
Yep.
How many years has that been?
Been 16.
Hmm. It's been 16 years old. Now, what was the target audience for Iron Man?
It was a PG-13 movie, so 13 and older.
13 to 18, same as PlayStation. You want 13 to 18-year-olds. So let's go the low end, Shane. If we add 13 to, what did you say the difference between the two was?
16,
16 years, so add 13 to 16.
29.
Oh, hey, 29 years old. When do most people start having midlife crises, Shane?
I guess it varies between people. Some have them in their 30s, some good in their 40s, some might even in their late 20s.
Yep, exactly. Generally speaking, somewhere between the late 20s to the early 40s, you end up start having a midlife crisis because you realize that your good years are fucking behind you and now all you have to look forward to is the fucking grave. Because you either peaked in fucking high school because you were Jack quarterback star motherfucker who blew out his ACL and didn't get in to fucking play college football, or you were the fucking smartest, coolest fucking dude at the fucking high school, and now you're fucking stuck fucking living a normal 9 to 5, getting bitched out by your boss fucking life. So it makes the characters more fucking relatable when you say, look, they're getting through having a midlife crisis, fucking you could get through having a midlife crisis. Sometimes you do stupid shit in life. Fucking, I'll admit to it, I've done tons of stupid shit in my fucking life. I've driven drunk a handful of times. Nobody fucking died because it was fucking 2 in the morning. And luckily, me being drunk is the same as me being tired. Like, I can still focus, but to be fair, I also don't get fucking drunk enough to literally be fucking blackout drunk and go, yeah, give me my fucking keys. You know what I mean? I'm not that fucking dumb. But I've driven drunk a couple of times. I fucking ended up eating way more food than I fucking should have. I fucking, talked to girls that I shouldn't have been talking to while I'm, dating another girl. Because, let's be honest, as a guy, you fucking done that shit. Um,
Well,
fucking, this one I probably shouldn't fucking admit.
probably
Well,
not.
no, let's be honest. I've told stupid fucking stories that I probably shouldn't have fucking told.
Yep.
Like, one too many fucking times. Like the story that I'm not allowed to tell ever. Like, never, ever, ever, never. Yet I still tell that story from time to time. I'm not going to tell it here because I don't need our fucking audience all vomiting. That's how bad that fucking story is. But
Don't tell people that.
look, all I'm saying is I have fucking incredible aim. Fucking nobody can fucking deny it because it's happened 4 damn times.
that is that's something that um you don't like you don't really have to share. That's like
No, no.
that's kind of stuff that you might just want to keep locked inside for yourself.
Well,
I
but
mean,
I
I know
can't. I mean, I'm literally in the process of getting it out. Yeah. Anyway.
yeah, yeah. But
That's a story for in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, join the fucking Discord. In fact, let me go ahead and I will grab up the fucking link to the Discord. You can fucking join it there.
but I was but the cameos that they showed up were surprising. I think that's anybody that hasn't seen the movie, I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised on who shows up. And um I have to say that watching all three of these Deadpool movies now,
Right.
and knowing that I laughed a lot during the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one I laughed. The third one I obviously laughed. So they're all real funny movies. Well, I know which one I'm gonna like the most because I'm biased. You know, I'm not gonna. I've already told people this. I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan. I mean, I like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and I've seen all the movies. But
Right.
like, he's not going to be my go-to, favorite character.
Right.
I went there because Wolverine was back in the movie, and obviously we haven't seen Wolverine
Hugh
or
Jackman as
or
Wolverine in a while. Right.
Or
Yeah.
Logan since I believe Logan.
Right. Fucking, I
So
would goddamn mute Discord if it wasn't for the fucking fact that literally if I mute Discord, I wouldn't be able to hear you.
so
Piss.
it's I think yeah, I like this one a lot. I know that there was some people I saw the reviews for the other reviews for the movie, and I seen what people were saying, and they weren't wrong about the whole chemistry between the two. Like
Right.
they those two together on screen, so, sitting there wondering if we were ever going to realistically, just like years ago when we sat around like, man, I wonder if Spider-Man's ever going to show up in the MCU. Lo and behold, we eventually got that. And then
Right.
you sit there, and then Deadpool. You know, Ryan Reynolds has always talked about wanting to partner up with Hugh Jackman and do a Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
and then we for years we were like, I don't know if they're gonna get it, man. Fox, Logan, he said he was done. He ain't doing it no more. They even, they killed off his character. I mean, let's be real. And nobody really
There.
thought it was going
Fixed
to
it.
happen. And then all of a sudden, now we got the movie, and I didn't know what to expect, honestly, when I saw it. I did not know what to expect. They, like you said before, like you said, I think at the start, people were saying that this could be the movie that saves the MCU,
Right.
especially in these last two phases so far, have not really been the best. Um, Nothing like the first three phases where they're just all the movies. Now you got the TV shows to watch and other
Right.
movies, and the movies haven't been all that great. Let's be real.
Well,
Eternals wasn't that great. I was
it was all
I
right.
The Marvels is okay, nothing special. In
Right.
my what else came out? Uh damn, I
Uh,
Doctor Strange was fine, but like I really did like this movie. I liked the people that they brought in for the cameos. And once everybody sees the cameos, they're all gonna understand. Like I want to say like where they're all from and stuff. But once people see the movie, they're gonna understand completely. Like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing here. I
right.
saw what You saw what they were doing with all the cameos and who was in it and all that. And but
Well,
um,
let's see. If I hit this here after Endgame button, let's see. We got Multiverse of Madness, Wakanda Forever,
that was
Eternals,
yeah,
No Way
Wakanda.
Home, Black Widow, Ms. Marvel, which wasn't a bad little show, the Loki show, which was a good show, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, meh, Falcon and Winter Soldier wasn't a bad show. Thor: Love and Thunder, I loved it.
Yeah, you did.
WandaVision, oh god, yeah, Love and Thunder was fucking hilarious. Like it was like if they were to stick to like comedies, it's good shit.
I
Um,
had a. I didn't find that one as good as Ragnarok. Obviously, Ragnarok was the best Thor movie easily, with really without any
nah,
competition when it
no,
comes to
that's
that.
fair. That's fair.
But it's hard
Um,
it's hard to do a good movie like Ragnarok and follow up with, because I didn't know what Love and Thunder was going to be about, and then when it came out, I was like, and I watched, I was like, not as good as the other one.
eh.
It was okay. It was okay. I mean, like I said, dude, like I said, Phase 4 and Phase 5 have not
Oh,
been. They've had a few things that have been good. Like you said, I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
right.
Um, I
Well,
don't
I
know
was
how
gonna
many.
say I'm not even fucking done yet. Cause
Oh, I
let's
know.
see,
I
WandaVision, Hawkeye, which yeah, wasn't bad. Moon
actually,
Knight, which I
actually
did enjoy.
Moon Knight was good.
Uh,
I did like Moon Knight.
let's see, Endgame we already know. She-Hulk, which is pretty okay.
It was
Werewolf by
fine.
Night, which was all right.
That was.
Quantumania, which fucking ugh.
I still haven't seen it.
Guardians 3, as
Still
well
haven't
as the holiday special.
seen the holiday special, but I've never seen. I haven't seen the third one yet.
Guardians 3 wasn't bad. I'm not going to say it was the fucking best, but yeah. And yes, Secret Invasion was slightly disappointing.
I
But
never seen
they
it.
did at least purposely go through because fucking Rhodey is a big part of that.
Yep.
So basically, in the comics, Rhodey is
Oh, I know.
basically figured out to be. Well, I
Yep.
know, but I'm explaining for the people who didn't
Oh,
give a
okay.
shit. In the comics, Rhodey is basically proven to be like a scroll, which is funny because people have been joking about that for fucking years, ever since it went from being fucking what's his nuts in the first movie, who come to find out that actor is a fucking moron, so they swapped him out for fucking Don Cheadle, fucking best movie they ever goddamn made,
Well,
and then
I don't know. That guy that was the first roadie did go on to star in that Empire show, and that did fairly well.
yeah, but that dude is quite literally a
I
fucking dumbass. Um, I don't
Yeah.
listen to their show quite often because, like, lately they've kind of rubbed me the wrong way, to put it kind of mildly. But I was listening to an episode of Bob and Tom, which here in the U.S. it's a syndicated comedy chat show, like a radio show that's meant for like comedians to come on and promote their stuff, and then they do funny skits. They were literally talking about that dude, and I guess that guy literally has a thing called, I think his name is like Terrence Howard. He's got a thing called like
Yeah.
Terry Math,
Yeah.
where he said that fucking 1 times 1 cannot equal 1 because you have two ones. And people needed, like, they were like, do we need to fucking explain to this dumbass that what he's thinking of is 1 plus 1 must equal 2 and not 1 times 1 equals 2? Because multiplication means that you have rows of shit. Okay, so let me put it to you this way. I have 1 row of 1 pack of cigarettes. Inside of my pack of cigarettes, I have 3 columns of 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, which means I have, well, and then this one's actually hidden, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 4 cigarettes, which means I technically have 12 if I hide the one that I've luckied. So I technically have 13 cigarettes in there. You just can't fucking see it because, like I said, the tobacco is faced up because that's referred to as a lucky because you're lucky to have 1 fucking cigarette left, buddy. Go get more if you're a smoker. But yes, dumbass literally tried to fucking have a mental fist fight with Neil deGrasse Tyson, who he's his own fucking landmine. But fucking he tried to have like a mental fist fight with Neil deGrasse Tyson to be like, math is wrong, and Neil deGrasse Tyson to be like, no, dipshit, you're a moron.
Yeah.
So, like I said, like, yes, Terrence Howard
Uh,
is a complete and total fucking utter joke of a moron human being.
well,
He's the same
honestly,
type of person where you could piss on his head, tell him that it's raining, and he'll fucking believe you.
well, be honestly, when they replaced him with Don Cheadle, I preferred Don Cheadle anyway. he ended up being the better roadie anyway.
Right.
So because he was funny, like he brought comedy and seriousness to the role, while I think Terrence could only bring like a serious thing.
Right.
There was no comedy. He didn't make me laugh in the first movie, but Don Cheadle can make me laugh,
Right.
and Rhodey does say some funny stuff. I mean, it's just it's a better character. It's a better casting choice.
2 + 2 = fish. Look, I literally, Jake, I've been re-listening to fucking yes, Opie and Anthony do suck. But no, I've been rewatching slash re-listening to the fucking old AMV Hells. And I completely fucking forgot about one where they're making fun of like anime math because they know damn well nobody's actually reading the blackboards in a fucking anime. So it's literally it does like it's like this orchestral symphony fucking song as it's cutting through a school, and then it goes to a classroom and there's a teacher drawing on the chalkboard and writing out shit. And it kind of pans across and all of a sudden it does the record scratch and it goes and literally the camera pans back and goes wrong and fucking zooms in on the shit and it's like monkey wrench equals typewriter. Fucking because it's literally showing how the math is wrong. It's like, what the fuck? Because it's like 2 + 5 = 42, and it's like, what? It's fucking. But yes,
But
that's what that fucking dumbass is doing. Now, to address Jake from like 10 minutes ago, he says, how would you rank them? In terms of the Deadpool movies, for me, the worst one was the first. The second one was much better. This one, and I'm going to give it recency biased because obviously we're all hyped for this movie. This one is much, much better. However, even with the recency biased, I'm still going to tell you that once this movie comes out on fucking DVD and Blu-ray, I'm going to buy this motherfucker on Blu-ray. And the reason being is because I only buy movies that I really, 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 really enjoy and will want to watch multiple fucking times. Even in instances where I have no internet and I could just hook up my fucking Blu-ray player and fucking be done with the shit, I'm gonna buy this fucking movie. That way then I can rewatch it multiple times. Simply for the fact of the cameos are fucking fantastic. In fact, I even have it sitting right here. The opening scene was fan-fucking-tastic, especially since it made me love a song that I absolutely fucking hate.
oh, now you love that song.
Yes, I do.
Now
Uh,
you now every time like you see an action scene or something, you're gonna be like, it doesn't work. It needs that song, and I
No,
think it would.
it's not even a matter of it needs that song. The reason why I hate that song is because when that song first came out and was becoming popular, my stepsister forced me, my brother, my sister, and her best friend, so all five of us, to go outside. She had the fucking CD. She put it in her fucking boombox with a fucking CD player on top and fucking taught us the choreography to the fucking dance in the music video and made us fucking dance to that song for like fucking 2 hours straight. So I fucking hate that goddamn song.
But now you like it.
This I enjoy because my AMV editing brain, because I literally, because of doing AMVs with Bill back in high school, when I listen to music, I always think of how can I turn this into something to go along with like a visual. Like, okay, one of my favorite songs, which absolutely irra-fucking-tates me that I can't do anything with it because I have like the fucking greatest idea ever. I would even submit this to an AMV hell type fucking compilation. Is I would make an AMV of Hoodie Ninja by MC Chris to Naruto. Simply because of the line, gym coach is a Nazi, always got me running laps. I know he doesn't like me, you should hear his frightening laugh. And then I put up fucking, oh god, which one was the first sensei? I think it was Kagashi. The one who did the fucking, the finger point in the butt.
Yeah, that's Kakashi.
Okay, so yeah, so it'd be Kakashi fucking sitting there kind of doing like a little laugh at him.
Hmm.
Um, fuck, now I gotta think of the lyrics. Gym coach is a Nazi, always got me running laps. I know he doesn't like me, you should hear his frightening laugh. Can't put up with the push-ups, and the crunches got me cranky, so I'm gonna drop a dookie in his driveway like I'm Banksy. You know what I mean? And literally, because, oh, fuck, you know what? I'm just gonna do it this way. Okay. Hoodie, Ninja, lyrics. Thank you, Google. Ba 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 ba.
But
Bananas from my mama, her burritos on the back. Gym coach is a Nazi, always got me running laps. I know he doesn't like me, you should hear his frightening laughs. Can't put up with the push-ups, and the crunches got me cranky, so we're gonna drop a dookie on his driveway like I'm Banksy. Yo, you keep a lookout while I'm drop my Fruit of Looms and build myself a built-to-scale model of Mount Doom, which then I would have shown like the fucking 4 Hokage faces. We hear the garage door motors, so we motor mad fast, drop a deuce into my shoes, and now I'm running crap last. And that literally would have been the scene where Naruto's running and he steps in a giant puddle of fucking shit. And then ends up like down on his knees, fucking bawling his eyes out. Like that would have been fucking that bit. You know what I mean? Like I'll just listen to fucking music, and as I'm listening to music, have fucking a fight scene going on in my head. After listening to that song and seeing bang, 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 stab, 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 kick, punch, slap, fucking knee to the face, literal knee to the fucking face. For the people who've seen it, know what I mean by literal knee to the face.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
now I'm like, okay, I can visualize this. Because I was listening to the fucking soundtrack of the fucking movie to try to keep my mind on topic as to like, okay, this scene, then 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 this scene kind of thing. And when that one comes up, that's all I see is the fucking fight scene in my head. And I'm like, well, fuck. But yes, so the opening scene was fan-fucking-tastic. All of the recaps and fucking the, like flashback sequences annoyed me. Them hunting for the Wolverine, the cameos, the Easter eggs all being on point, the fact that there was way more references to Deadpool being fucking pansexualness than in the other two to try to help tell all those fucking dipshits like that one dude who left a comment to get fucked. The moral undertones not being like overtly, you're having a midlife crisis. You're having a midlife crisis. You're having a midlife crisis. Like some movies will beat you the fuck over the head with, hey, this is what this movie is about. It didn't fucking do that. So to me personally, they did it well. So that's another plus. There's a negative here with the fact that there was way too many ex machinas, but only to try to cut down the movie from being like, they could have literally done this as like a 3.5, 4 hour fucking movie, and we would all be fucking happy with it. But they started doing a bunch of fucking ex machina bullshit just to try to move the fucking movie along. But then on the other plus side, the credit scene was good, as well as the post-credit scene. Not only was it funny, but it's a standalone post-credit scene. You don't have to stay to the end and watch the fucking post-credit scene to know, oh my god, this is what's happening in the MCU from now until the end of fuck. Get fucked, Marvel.
No,
Knock it off.
It was a fun end credit scene.
Right. So, in terms of that, I have 7 pluses for the movie that I could think of that were fucking great. There were 2 negatives to this movie. So, personally for me, this movie is a fucking 4.3. They fucking hit the nail on the goddamn head. And had they not had to do so many fucking flashbacks and recaps and so much other shit, and had it been either non-stop hardcore action or fucking more just Deadpool being a fucking smartass and Wolverine getting pissed off and fucking cutting his tongue out of his head, basically being like, shut the fuck up. And had there not been like so much, hey, we need to move this fucking story along. We can't just let this sit for any more than like the 2 minutes that we've already let it sit. Like, we gotta move this along. Had they not had that many ex machinas to just be like, oh, well, the plot's over here, fuck, now there's a big bright glowy light, let's go to the big bright glowy light. it would have been a hell of a lot better. Like I said, personally, I would have gladly sat through a fucking 4 hour movie.
For
But
me,
I know the average jackass isn't going to, so I get it.
I guess for me, I would rate mine a little differently. Well, I did like all three of the movies because of the whole. I'm biased on this one, but the whole Return of Wolverine. I was gonna give this one. I mean, this. I mean, unless this was just a really bad movie, because then not even his presence was gonna be enough.
Right.
But since I ended up enjoying the movie and stuff, I'm thinking that I put this one as number one. But because of how impactful and how long it took for him to get his own standalone movie and actually do it better than he was done before,
Yeah, most
I
definitely.
I rate
Everybody remembers fucking sewn face fucking Deadpool.
I have to rate the first movie as my second favorite, and then well, I still like the second movie. I think it's good.
Right.
Um, I would probably put that as my least favorite. But when you look at this new one, uh, from the chemistry between Hugh and Ryan was there. It was fun to watch those two interact with each other. It was fun to watch how annoyed Wolvie was getting, just because I can see Deadpool's if he was a real character, which Ryan Reynolds brings out that character so well that Deadpool might
Mm-hmm.
as well be real. Um,
Oh, don't worry. Once you're done with that, yeah, we're gonna discuss other shit.
but my positives of this movie, where I liked the chemistry between the two, uh, the cameos, because they got me with some of the cameos. I was I had a from seeing the trailer and kind of dissecting where they were kind of going with their cameos a little bit. I had an idea of who they might bring in. I was wrong.
Right.
I was wrong on all of it, by the way. I was wrong on all of it. Didn't get a single fucking cameo right. Um, but I did enjoy the ones that they did show me. Um, I will tell you that one of the big negatives is something that I thought that Marvel kind of figured out, but then because they had a problem with this at the beginning and everybody knows what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And they finally fixed that issue with some of the later movies. And now I feel like they're kind of sort of starting to slowly go back into their old ways.
Yep.
And that doing villains is something that Marvel has struggled with over the years. We know that they've done good villains. Everybody loves Loki. Arguably, you can consider him a former villain, but when he was a villain, everybody loved Loki. Killmonger, I know he got a lot of praise for being a really good villain.
Right.
Thanos, people seem to like Thanos a lot. See? So they've done good villains, but they've also done their share of underwhelming villains. I'm looking at you, Whiplash. I'm looking at you, probably one of the worst fucking villains, man. I'm sorry. I know the guy that plays you is a good actor, but dude, you one of the worst fucking villains,
No.
man. You one of the
No.
worst fucking villains.
No. No. I will give you the worst fucking villain.
Who?
Rhino.
Well, I don't count that as a motherfucker, and that's not an MCU movie technically.
Technically yes, and technically no. And the only reason
Technically,
why I
okay,
could say
that
technically
okay.
is because they pulled
Tech,
them in to the
yes,
MCU, just
or
like they
tech,
did with this movie. They
yes.
pulled everybody into the MCU, but
So
yes, no, I'll give you
I
I'll
know
give
what
you
you get.
that.
So I'm not saying that the villain of this movie was it was underwhelming. The villain was underwhelming in my opinion. How they finished the villain off was, in my opinion, very anticlimactic. I much preferred a different ending. But regardless, it is what it is. I thought the villain had a lot of promise. I thought, like, when they introduced the character and seeing the powers that the character had, and I thought, okay, this could be a problem because I can see that being a real big problem. You guys are really struggling.
Right.
Um, but then just overall, like, there was, I thought they left stuff on the table, in my opinion, when it came to the villain. But not like I don't think they were the worst villain in the Marvel movies have offered us, but they were nowhere near the best.
Right.
But I think what makes up for it, because remember, to have good, in my opinion, to have a good hero, you have to have an equally good villain. Not in this case because the characters, Deadpool and Wolverine, are strong enough together
Right.
that they can pull a bad. I'm not going to say a bad villain. I'm going to say an underwhelming villain. Kind of like how Snoke could have been a much cooler villain, but everybody knows how. If you've seen those movies, everybody knows how he ended up, and that was extremely underwhelming and very sad. But um, I believe that with all that said and done, I'm going to give this movie I'm going to give it a 4.4 out of 5.
Okay.
And that's because if the villain would have been more.
Fun.
I never felt like the villain was a threat. In fact, the other person was more of a villain than the person that they perceived as the actual villain.
All right. Well, in our typical rating format, this movie would become a 4.3 overall from the two of us. Now, we have been bullshitting for roughly an hour and a half now, Shane.
Roughly, yeah.
I have let it slide, Jake, since you were the first one to break, as a guarantee. But for anybody who has not seen the movie yet, that was our review. The spoiler free. Feel free to go ahead and leave. Like, watch the movie and then come back for this last half hour. Pause it now. Do what you got to do. Come back later. We'll be here. The video will be here in a VOD. Don't you worry about that.
Or watch it later after you've seen the movie and just watch the parts that you didn't hear.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So go ahead and pause it now. Because this last half hour of our usual 2-hour talk, we're going to go into spoilers. So I'm going to give you guys like a minute and a half. I'll give us until my clock actually says fucking 11:30, especially since my wife is fucking texting me right now. Debating
Good.
what I want for dinner when I get home.
Good. Now I can actually really cut loose.
Yep, exactly. Because I have been dancing around this shit for quite a fucking while.
Listen, I've been quiet a lot because
Oh, not even during this review.
it's
I've been
tough. It's
telling
tough.
motherfuckers at work. Like, I've got regulars that I see at my gas station job where they're like, hey, man, how's it going tonight? I'm like, I'm exhausted. They're like, oh, is it that rough of a night? I said, no. I said, then why are you so tired? I said, because the wife and I went and saw that new Deadpool movie. Oh, is it any good? I don't want to ruin the movie for you. I don't want to ruin the movie for you. It is fan-fucking-tastic, but do not let me keep talking. Just know it's a good movie.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But yeah, so like I said, we'll
It's wrong because when you see all that stuff, you just want to talk about it with other people and get their perspective on it and how they felt about it, or
yeah.
what they thought might be different, or what they were expecting. And
Oh,
it's hard
tell me
to
the
do
fuck
that
about it.
when. And for me, listen, I'm not a professional reviewer. We do reviews, but come on, I don't do
Yes,
it for a
the
living.
fuck you are. We've been goddamn reviewing shit since fucking. Hold on. Now I gotta pull open this list, you fucking dumb motherfucker.
No, I'm.
We're not professional reviewers. Fucking kiss my taint. Fucking.
Everybody will tell you that to be a professional, you gotta get paid for it.
Okay,
We're
I'll give you that. But yes, 8 years ago.
amateur. We are amateur reviewers,
For
and
the
that's
last
fine.
8 fucking years, minimum, we have been reviewing Mighty Morphin fucking Power
Oh, I know.
Rangers.
I
Okay?
know.
That is fucking that bit.
But
Let
you,
me
but
let
you,
me go into here. Let me hit this here fandom night button. Let me go to videos. I'm gonna tell it oldest. The oldest fucking video. Oh, nope, because that would have been underneath of that. I need to find fucking Reploid Productions. That's what I need. Fucking I need to come up in this motherfucker. I need to slide the fuck
dude,
down this bitch.
I can
Where
tell
the
you what we've
fuck
been
is There's
reviewing.
Reploid
We've been
Productions.
reviewing since day one. since day one.
Oldest video, 14 fucking years ago. The 4 Chairs, Prince of Persia
The first thing.
review.
Yes, the very first
fucking thing. You fucking. We're not professional. We've been doing this shit for 14 years. Professional, motherfucker.
We are experienced amateur reviewers, or we are experienced unpaid reviewers, because it's technically not our profession.
You're not wrong. Well, we are most definitely overtime.
Okay, so here we go. Since you gave the warning, the warning's out. Here we go.
The warning is out. Here come the fucking spoilers.
So,
holy fucking shit! They were not hiding Johnny in the goddamn fucking least.
Dude.
You hear it. You know it's fucking Chris. They've got him in that fucking, I'm going to be in a fucking cloak bullshit. As he's in the fucking cloak, you see the fucking blue Fantastic Four. You cannot mistake that Fan 4 costume for fucking anything.
Dude, I wasn't, what I was doing is I wasn't really more or less paying attention to what he was wearing. I was more or less, when he revealed himself, and you go, of course, Deadpool's like, Captain. No, because you're thinking it's Captain America.
No.
And that's fine. That's fine. But because there is a theme of cameos, there's a theme. The theme is X-Fox.
Yeah.
X-Fox superheroes. That was the theme of the cameos.
Yeah, no shit. Like I said, I literally they're like, oh, by the way, now we're going to go to the fucking underground grotto where the fucking resistance is going to be. Here comes fucking Elektra. I'm like, you what? Here comes Blade. Are you fucking... Oh, by the way, fucking Remy LeBeau. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Channing Tatum, Remy LeBeau? That motherfucker didn't even get a goddamn movie.
His movie kept getting... It was always... He was supposed to do it. It got canceled.
Yeah, it kept getting delayed and kept getting delayed and kept getting delayed. Then fucking Marvel bought Fox and said,
"No." Now, but I really appreciate the fact that even though he didn't get his actual opportunity, they gave him his opportunity.
Well, yeah, that's because fucking we wouldn't even have a goddamn Deadpool movie had Ryan not leaked fucking footage of, hey, yeah, there's this fucking Deadpool movie. Fucking here you go.
Yeah, he had to basically force their hand, but you know what? I think at the end of the day, they're like, well, look at all this money we made.
See, that's the reason why I don't like the first one. The first one's good, but they're like, look, you fucking did a bunch of this shit on your fucking own. We're not giving you a huge fucking budget. Go make your little fucking Deadpool movie. And if it's good, we'll like it.
But I think that's what makes it special. I think that's what makes it.
I'm not saying it's not special and it's not a good movie. What I'm saying is that's why, in my opinion, it's the worst out of them. Because then once he did get a budget, the second one became a lot better than the first one, in my opinion. Now this one, they've got fucking mouse dick money. The mouse just goes, what do you need? We're thinking the movie's going to cost $30 million. Hold on. Here's 40. Fucking go make a movie.
That's Deadpool. That's Wolverine. I know, right? Disney's going to make him do this till he's 90.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
And I love that. That's that subtle. They never let anything die, or they don't, or they milk everything. Right. You know, that's not a subtle jab. That's a hey, everybody knows you do this. We're just waiting for you to admit that you do this.
Yeah, no shit. Kind of like when he's surrounded by all the fucking Deadpools, and he's like, look. Listen, all right, look, we need to sit down and we need to talk about this, okay? Because the way everything's been going, the fucking MCU is fucked up.
Dude, I have never seen so many Deadpools love our Deadpool's Peter so much. Like, just how they crowded his Peter, you know? And cheered his Peter. You know that scene?
No, I know. I'm reading fucking Ronan. Oh yeah, Ronan's favorite line. Suck it, Fox. Pulls down the mic. I'm going to Disneyland. Breaks the camera. Get fucked. Oh, I laughed. I laughed fucking hysterically. I'm like, fuck yes.
Oh, yeah. Then of course we saw that in the trailer with the broken down 20th Century Fox sign in the wasteland.
Uh-huh.
Or what they called it? What did they call it again? The place. Anybody that's seen Loki knows what that.
Oh, god damn it.
Is it the Void or is
Yes,
it?
yes, it's the Void. And
And
yes, yes, Jaquan, Shane loves Lady Deadpool. We should all love Lady Deadpool, considering the fact that that's Ryan's wife.
yes, we had to look it up because since they did not reveal who it was,
It was Blake, yeah.
it was his wife Blake.
I literally, before we started doing this, I got on the IMDb just to try to double check. The Void, yes. But yeah, I went on to fucking double check because I kept saying it to Hannah. I'm like, fucking, I would love if they could go to like a video game universe where fucking, because Nolan North is always fucking Deadpool in all the fucking video games, and they could get fucking Steve Bloom to come in and fucking be fucking Wolverine because he's always Wolverine in all the fucking video games. I would love to have fucking them two show up, whether that be they let them be as like extras in a costume or do some of the voices. Like maybe Nolan North could have been like Baby Pool, and then like Kid Pool could have been fucking, Spike Spiegeling everywhere. Like,
Dude, dude,
yeah, exactly, Ronan. They missed out on a Nolan
we
North Deadpool
we
cameo.
listen. We have to talk about, and I'm going to bring it up. Here we go. We have to talk about the cameo. Everybody, so I had to explain it to my wife because when we saw when we were coming home, I'm like, I really love that one cameo, and I explained it to her.
Oh,
She's like, you talking
you mean comic
Henry
book accurate Wolverine?
Henry Cavill
Yes,
when
yes.
when he turned around and I saw who it was, and I said, "Oh my God,
Oh, dude,
Super
I lost my
Super
shit.
Superman is Wolverine," and
Because
I
he even
don't,
pointed it out.
and
He's like, dude, the internet is going to lose their fucking shit. They've been clamoring for this for a while. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
dude, I
Like,
saw that,
literally,
and I saw,
had it not been fucking Cavalrine, the only other person I would have fucking wanted it to goddamn be would have been fucking, oh god, why can't I think of his fucking name? Carl Urban. I've been saying it for fucking years, man. If they could get Carl Urban to be fucking Wolverine, now that Jackman has hung up his fucking claws, you would still get a fucking, or you would still get a fucking Australian, because even though he's in New Zealand and they're all part of the same fucking area, either fucking way, you would have fucking had that and it would have worked out just fine.
yeah, you see him, you see how well he can do on the boys.
Right.
So,
He's kicking ass as fucking Butcher. He kicked the
yep.
living shit out of being fucking Judge Dredd.
I actually enjoyed his run as Bones McCoy, and since he was my favorite character in the original Star Trek, because
Right.
I love DeForest Kelly. I
And
thought that
fucking,
Carl did a fine job.
well, see, and then of course he's had fucking Lord of the Rings and fucking one of, I hate to
He was
say it, he was
he's in.
the only good thing in the fucking Dwayne the Rock Johnson Doom movie.
Okay, yeah, I did like Reaper, his code name Reaper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then let's not forget that he was also in fucking Thor Ragnarok. He was the new Helheim or Hell, yeah, the new gatekeeper guy of the bridge guy. God,
No,
what did
he was
they?
Executioner. He's always been Executioner.
Oh, was it the X? Okay, well,
Yeah.
he was there where the gate thing was at, so I assume that he was in charge of the Bifrost.
I think it's just that they put Executioner in charge of being the
Oh yeah,
gatekeeper.
because he doesn't have
Oh
the
yeah,
sight.
and Riddick. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I forgot he is in the Chronicles of Riddick. He plays
Mhm.
fuck, oh, I forgot the guy. I forgot his character's name.
Right,
Yeah,
but I know what you mean.
yeah, but so yeah, he played so he can do that gruff, rough
Right. So he can
kind of
fucking do it just
character.
fine. That's why I've been saying, fucking, if you're
But
gonna get
dude,
anybody, now that
but dude,
Jackman has hung up the fucking claws, fucking you get Carl Urban. But if they can fucking get Cavill to come the fuck in, I agree
dude,
with Deadpool. Hey man, we'll fucking treat you better here than them schmucks 2 doors down.
dude, I promise you, dude, that this would be a big fuck you to DC.
Oh
Like
god, yes.
you won't let me come
Oh
back as
fucking god,
Superman.
yes.
You won't let me come back as Superman, even though I was not ready to put up the cape. I think he still wanted to play Superman.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, and he also got kind of screwed with The Witcher because he had disagreements with creative and left the show.
Yep.
And now a big fu to DC, knowing that they have to do the gun universe because they have to basically reboot that because as while some of the DC movies were fine in my opinion, um, I wasn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was okay at best, but I was not the biggest fan of that Flash movie.
No, no,
And
I
that
understand. I
and
watched
that
that shitty Flash movie,
and that
and the only
fucking
reason for it was because fucking
Michael Keaton,
Batman.
dude. I'm a Flash is my favorite superhero. And you know it's sad when he finally gets his own movie, but I can't really enjoy it because I'm not a fan of Ezra Miller first off. I never wanted him to be I didn't like him as the Flash to begin with.
Right,
Even before all that crap happened, before I even knew who he really was, because there was just something about him I didn't like about that.
right.
And so I wasn't a big fan and I was like, okay, dude, you guys kind of ruined my favorite superhero. You know, I've
Hmm.
been waiting for a Flash movie for a while now, and
Well,
I'm not happy about this really because
okay.
it's all over the
So
place.
I was gonna say the movies got a shitty Flash. I never saw a second, other than in
Okay,
commercials, of the TV show. But from what I
okay.
hear, TV show Flash is fucking fantastic.
Grant Gustin did a great job as Flash. I know that the later seasons kind of weren't as good.
That's writing.
The earlier seasons were really good,
I was
and I
gonna say
thought,
that comes down to a writing thing.
yes,
Like
it
fucking
does.
good actors are good actors.
And then of
Like
course,
Henry Cavill is a fantastic actor, and Ronan even pointed it out. They said that Cavill is currently headbutting with Amazon with his Warhammer 40K series. And fucking of course he fucking would be. He is a Warhammer 40K fucking geek. The man is a walking, talking nerd in a fucking jock's body. Like, the dude knows his shit. He is passionate about nerdy, geeky shit. Fuck, the first role that I ever remember seeing fucking Henry Cavill in was in fucking one of the Hellraiser movies, where he had to play a dude with a girlfriend and literally had to pretend that he was having fun fucking some random chick at like a fucking Hellraiser orgy club kind of shit. Like, dude is a damn good fucking actor. He's a hardcore nerd. He knows his fucking horror movies. He knows his fucking geeky shit. That motherfucker will literally sit down and fucking whoop your ass in Warhammer
yep.
because he's a fucking 40K fan. Like, the reason why the man was picked to be fucking Superman is the same fucking reason why Mark Hamill was fucking the Joker. They are comic
But
nerds.
you know what's funny though is I've always said that you got to really impress me because I think Jackman kind of really knocked it out of the park with Wolverine.
Uh huh.
But with just one look, just one turnaround, then you got me thinking that Cavill can do it now.
Oh God, yes.
And then I saw how he looked, and I was thinking, okay, okay, maybe. I mean, like Reynolds wasn't wrong, man. The internet's going to go nuts, and so far
Uh huh.
I haven't looked up anything since uh since I saw the movie to see how other people are reacting. I'll go through later today and see what people are saying now that the more people have seen it.
Yeah, and
And
Count of Monte Cristo. Yeah, I guess Ronan is right.
and
But
then I'm like, dude, that cameo blew me away. The Blade one, oh my god. Especially what he says when they're storming Giant Man.
there's
Uh
still always some dumb motherfuckers trying to ice skate uphill.
Now, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I in my theater, I didn't get the reaction that I wanted. So I'm looking around after he said that. I'm like, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers actually seen that first Blade movie.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
So I want to know if you guys
Oh,
even
but
know what.
and like I said, I did the same shit fucking Deadpool did. I looked up at the fucking screen like Deadpool was a real fucking person. Looked that motherfucker dead in the eye when Blade was like, "There's still only one Blade," and fucking he looks at the camera like,
And there will always be only one Blade. And I was like,
yeah,
oh my
like,
god, dude. And I looked at Deadpool, I leaned over and I told Amanda, I was like, nah, he's not. There's a new
yeah, there's a
there's a
new
new
Blade because they have to
there's a new
reboot the
Blade.
shit. Yes.
but I do appreciate you giving Wesley Snipes his due props because he hasn't been Blade since the awful Blade Trinity movie.
Right.
And
Which he did with fucking Ryan.
yes, what he did with so it made sense that he would see. That's what I like, like these forgot
Exactly.
dude, these forgotten superheroes from the Fox movies. R.I.P. Ben Affleck. I'm sorry you didn't live, but Electro apparently did not care.
Well, of course, that's because everybody saw the fucking theatrical cut. They didn't see what I got to see in the fucking director's cut,
But
where the movie is 1,000 times fucking better.
but like when you look at um
And yes, even though Blade was from New Line, but I
dude,
believe New Line did end up being owned by Fox at one point in time. Let me see. Hold
you
up.
definitely look that up. I don't want
Let
to
me
give
let
out
me
wrong.
Google foo this shit.
But like I saw that, so like Elektra showing up surprised me. I wasn't expecting Elektra. Honestly, I wasn't.
Same.
But then when like
Plus,
obviously when
considering the fact that like as soon as Elektra and Blade came out, then all of a sudden Remy comes out, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's the Assassins. No wonder these are the only people fucking left. Because
dude,
anytime you play any of the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games or anything where it's all of the Marvel characters squished to one, fucking Elektra, Blade, Wolverine, Daredevil, and if he's there, fucking Gambit. If you pick any of those fucking five and put them in your team, you get Assassins
yeah,
as
dude,
the fucking title.
dude, it's awesome because like, and then dude,
So it's
Channing Tatum coming out as Gambit, okay, with the weird neck thing that he wore in the '90s. Because remember the last time, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but the last time we saw Gambit in a movie was in X-Men
it was in
Origins
Origins
Wolverine,
Wolverine, yes, and it
and
was that one
didn't
dude who didn't
he
do
didn't
really shit.
he didn't really do much. Now
Okay,
this
hold on.
Gambit,
2 seconds.
go.
Um, New Line Cinemas originally was owned by Turner Entertainment from 94 to 96. Then Time Warner bought them in 96, owned them until 2008. Then in '08 they were bought out by Warner Brothers, where Warner Brothers kept them until 22 and then parsed them out to a separate division called Warner Brothers Motion Picture Group, which has been there from 22 until now. Now, Turner Entertainment, which of course is Ted Turner and TBS and all
Mm-hmm.
that,
Mm-hmm.
with Hanna-Barbera and all that fucking happy horse shit.
Didn't
Um,
didn't he own one of the wrestling companies? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
no, he just had fucking TBS and TNT, which TNT had a contract for Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
Let me see. Time Warner, AOL, yes I know. Ba 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 boo ba ba. I want to know who the fuck owned Time Warner, or if that was still fucking
Well,
Ted.
to be
Yeah, I think
honest
that
with
was
you,
all still Ted, so it was just an AOL thing. Hold on. Damn it. Let me click this button again.
but
Warner Media Group. So, no, that still would have been Warner Brothers then. It just would have been underneath of the Time Warner
yep.
fucking header. Because,
So
yeah, Adult Swim, AT&T, Sportsnet, Boomerang, Cartoon Network, Carnito, Cinemax. Woo! Porno. CNN, CNN Plus, DC Comics, HBO, Hanna-Barbera, HBO Max, HLN, TBS, CW, TNT, True TV, Turner Classic Movies, Warner Brothers, and Warner TV. So yeah, so basically all that would have been fucking under Time Warner, which is Warner Brothers. So yeah,
so
so they only fucking Ted Turner only owned them from literally fucking, let me see here.
about 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, cuz that would have been under
But
under Turner Entertainment. So yes, that would have been from 94 to 96 and that was it.
when you like I'm telling you, dude, like when he came out wearing the fucking uh the more accurate costume, I was thinking, okay,
Uh-huh.
but I need to hear you speak. And I'm like, okay, listen, some people have problems with accents. Some people can do it. Some people like. Sometimes I forget that Hugh Jackman's Australian.
Right.
But some people, and then others, like, let's be real. A lot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe superheroes are from England. Tom
Yep.
Holland, Benedict Cumberbatch, but
Yep.
sometimes I forget that Tom Holland is British
Right.
because I just forget it sometimes because when he's Spider-Man, he makes me sound like he makes me believe that he would be from Queens.
Hugh
But
can hide his accent. Yeah. No, I agree with Ronan. Hugh can hide his accent extremely well.
But when you have to hear a deep Southern accent like Remy's got,
Oh, that's
um,
not even just a Southern
whoa,
accent. That is
he's got
specific to Louisiana
yes,
and
yes.
specifically New Orleans, which is where Remy is originally from.
Which
Which,
when I went down to New Orleans last year, I believe,
mm-hmm,
um, I talked to some people down there, and I was thinking, no, none of these. I'm not hearing Gambit. I would really like to hear somebody with that real New Orleans.
with that New Orleans coming down at you, boy, because we got to do all
Yeah,
the thing.
dude.
I wanted him at one point to literally just be like, and now we take him out with style. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
you
know,
fucking. Because he at
but
least threw in like one or two shares in there, just like, come on now, Shell. I'm like,
yep,
okay, cool. But I
and
fucking, I kept laughing at Deadpool every time he's like, who is your dialect coach? The guy from the Minions? I'm like, oh, fuck's
dude,
sakes.
but when he started talking, I'm like, okay, okay, you know what? It's fine. I like it. I think you would have done well as Gambit, dude.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, like when his eyes were light, because when his eyes light up when he blows something up. I love that
Yep.
fucking scene where he sticks all those guys with the cars and then walks away, and then I think he says like boom or something,
Yep.
and then they all explode. I was like, see, this is Gambit right here. See,
Yep.
I feel like Gambit sometimes is always like undershadowed. Like he doesn't get the props. Like he is a strong mutant. Like
Oh, God, yeah.
his power is busted. I can kinetically charge any inanimate object or
Right.
nothing organic. Um, but dude,
No,
I
he could basically kinetically charge anything.
well until not he couldn't do people not until later down the road where he became I believe when he became a horseman.
Right.
And then I think he was able to kinetically charge people and blow
Right.
them up.
Now,
But
I do have to go all the way back, though, to something that we were talking about before, where you were saying, oh, yeah, no, the villain of this movie being underwhelming. Um, to be fair, fucking Cassandra coming out literally took me by fucking surprise because Ronan even pointed it out. Fucking Cassandra, and they even pointed out in the movie, is an Omega level mutant.
yeah,
She
yes.
literally fucking said, hey, fuck off, Genosha, and fucked him up in the comics.
Oh yeah.
Like,
When
she is hard fucking core.
I never said that she wasn't strong because I saw what she would do with her powers, and that's really
Right.
creepy. It's really creepy to have to stick your fingers in somebody's head and like you can read their mind like that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's funny sometimes because the way she carried that one dude,
Oh, yeah.
that was hilarious. But listen, I never said she was an Omega level mutant, strong mutant. Her powers were very impressive, but like it was just the overall fact that when it came down to it, I never felt like she was a threat.
Right.
Honestly, the dude from the
The
was it the TVA?
TVA. Yeah.
The guy from the TVA with that fucking bomb thing, that was more of a goddamn threat than
Right.
sorry,
Because
than she
cause that's what I thought is it was going to be fucking Deadpool versus the fucking TVA. They're like the entire point of the journey is they were gonna end up getting back to the fucking TVA. They were gonna find fucking some MacGuffin somewhere that was gonna get them the fuck back, and then it was gonna be a big old knockdown, drag out fucking brawl where. Especially after we saw all the fucking other cameos, so between fucking Johnny and Blade and Elektra and X-23 and Gambit and
Dude,
fucking
I'm happy
Toad
that
and Pyro and fucking
Pyro,
Sabretooth after he got his head cut off in one fucking hit.
dude, I
And
love
fucking.
that. I love that because they hyped it up. I love how he hyped it up.
Oh,
It's like
God, yeah, they hyped the shit out of
people
that.
have been. He's like, you look ridiculous. People have been waiting decades for this fight. Little knife, and then he's like, He's like, now he was like basically coaching them and stuff, and then you know pumping them up like, let's do this. We're gonna
He
because that
even
first,
fucking told you what was gonna happen because that's what happens in the UFC all the goddamn time. They
yep,
hype up a fight, they hype up a fight, they hype up a fight, they hype up a fight. Dude walks out, Superman done.
yep. So and because their first fight in the first X-Men movie was very underwhelming,
Uh huh.
we were thinking, okay, maybe because we know the MCU usually fixes some of the problems. You know, just come on, let's be real. And Johnny Storm's cameo was better than his appearance in the Fantastic Four movie. And I still because I liked Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. Still
Right.
do. I still do. I think he did a pretty good job considering that he was comedic, he was funny, cocky, and then he flips that shit around when he's Captain America and he's stoic and he's like language and he's doing
Right.
and he's like okay I loved him as Captain America. I liked him as Johnny Storm. If
Right.
there's somebody out there that people think that could be a better Johnny Storm, then yeah, so be it. But until that,
I
until
gotta wait till the new movie comes out before I can fucking tell you whether
right,
yes or
right,
no. Because I'm
because
gonna
I
tell
know
you right now, I still haven't seen it, and sadly, it is a fucking episode that we have to do now because God fucking damn it, why do we say shit?
right.
I was re-listening to one of our fucking episodes, and somebody says, "Okay, well then, what's the worst fucking? Which would be fucking worse? Um, fan four stick versus fucking oh god damn it, fucking shitty Dragon Ball Z Evolution." And everybody goes, "Ooh,
Are we talking in a fight or which movie was better? Because
which movie was worse?"
oh, see, you're asking a really hard question.
Exactly. And I still have yet to see either fucking shitty goddamn movie. And now I'm gonna have to watch two shitty fucking movies because we're gonna have to come in and fucking debate this
Honestly,
shit.
honestly, honestly, I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's tough, but and I'm gonna say it. I think that Fan Four Stick is better because at least in that movie, while however inaccurate it was, at least they could get the fucking names of the characters right. While in Evolution,
Pilot Light Boys,
go,
sometimes they're girls, Spring Man, and Nearly Naked Rock Man, along with Doom Guy.
yeah, but they were actual names. Ben Grimm, Sue Storm, John. They got their names right at least. Fucking Dragon Ball Evolution. I'm sorry, I don't know who the fuck
Gaku.
I don't know who the fuck Gohan is,
Yeah.
but I know who Gohan is. That movie was just god awful. Like, I'm sorry, you want to talk about inaccuracies? Shit.
Well,
That guy at the theater fucking said it right when we saw it. Did they not? Did they even read the manga?
no, they didn't read the
No, they
manga.
did
They
not.
didn't watch the show. They didn't play a game. They didn't do dick, except for jerk their puds and go, "Oh, this is fucking
And
popular.
I'm
Fuck
not.
it."
And I'm not excusing Fan Four Stick, but if you tie me down to a chair with a gun to my head and say I have to pick one of these movies to watch right now, you're gonna blow my brains out. I may tell you to pull the trigger, but if I don't feel like that right now, I'm probably gonna tell you to put Fan Four Stick in because I can stomach that one a little bit more than I can Evolution.
No, that's fair. Well, to wrap everything up in a nice whittle bow, as Bill would fucking say, since it's about time for us to fuck off and be done with this, because I
Hmm.
still got a bunch of shit I got to do around my house. I got to get fucking laundry done. I got to scoop my cat's litter box. And I need to get this fucking lawnmower that I've had for like a week and a fucking half that doesn't fucking work because it came with no goddamn fucking oil container. There's a fucking gas holder on the side of it, but there's no oil holder on the side of it. So it's like, okay, cool. How the fuck is there gonna be fucking no reservoir for the oil, but there's fucking a gas reservoir? What the fuck?
Yeah,
So I have to take it the fuck back to the store and either get my fucking money back, buy a bottle of super glue and say fuck it and keep my mower and get my $250 back, or I need to fucking take it back and go, fuck it, just exchange this one for one that, actually fucking works after
but
busting the shit out of my toe. But let's end this the same way that they ended the fucking movie. fucking how fantastic was it where okay, now you see that these are all the failed like side movie studios that fucking had all these other characters and other shit going,
Mhm.
and they were like, cool, roll all the fucking behind the scenes shit where everybody's like joking, laughing, having fun, like Hugh literally being like, hey, it's me first day here on the X-Men movie being Wolverine, and I'm really fucking nervous. I have no idea what's going on. Come on, bub, let's go do this. You know,
Mhm.
fucking
Mhm.
Chris joking and laughing and hanging out with fucking god damn it, Jessica Alba and them fucking
Yep. It
on
was
Fantastic
all the
Four.
all the Fox movies behind the
Right,
scenes. All the Fox.
fucking Ryan sitting there being interviewed being like, "Look, I didn't really know much about Deadpool, but as soon as they told me I was going to be this character, I went through, read the comics, started digging the art, and I really feel like this Deadpool character, actually really does speak to me." And then, cut to now where he's, in the suit, fucking hanging out with his wife with, 1,000 other fucking Deadpools behind him kind of shit. And they're just like going
Yep.
through being like, here's what the old movies fucking were. Here's them fucking getting their actual proper burial and, fucking saying, hey, cool. Like, I was like, all right, this is pretty fucking sweet. That was pretty
Yep.
fucking sweet for them to honor those fucking movies.
And then the end credit scene.
Yep, and then the end credit scene where fucking, all right, so there's been a lot of fucking talk about how I got him fucking killed. Let's rewind the tape. And
Mm-hmm.
then they rewind the tape. I'm like, you cheeky dick waffle.
Dude, that was funny. I didn't see any of that.
Right?
And then he goes word for word exactly what Deadpool explained that he said.
And you can quote me on that. Oh, don't worry about that one. Because, of
And he's
course,
like,
fucking Deadpool's pissed that he's not actually Cap.
yeah.
But
And
yeah, and see,
he's like, I
that
don't
was
even.
another thing that pissed me off, too. Not to cut you off and not to go back into the whole thing, but that's why I was thinking fucking that they were going to go back and it was going to be a big fucking TVA fight. Is because then I thought fucking Loki was going to step off his fucking throne of fucking Yggdrasil, being the fucking timeline and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking walk down and literally be like, who is this fucking putz in front of me? Hi, Deadpool, big fan, how's it going? You realize you're just a comic book character, right? And literally do that one to throw it out there to fuck with him. Because in the fucking comic books, Loki knows that they're in a comic book. Deadpool knows that they're in a fucking comic book. And there's fucking somebody else who has fucking genius. It's like a genius level intellect kind of thing that
Mm-hmm.
tells them, oh, She-Hulk knows that she's in a comic book. In fact, she was one of the first characters to break the fourth wall before fucking Deadpool even got a chance to do it. And there was somebody the fuck else, but there was like 4 or 5 characters who know that they're in a fucking comic book.
Yeah.
Like, Deadpool has even revealed that to fucking. Oh, it's Mark Spector.
Okay.
Mark
Oh yeah.
knows that he's in a fucking comic book because, when you're fucking schizo psycho Moon Knight, fucking you're just gonna learn some shit.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But they at least still ended it in the proper way,
Right.
where fucking everything went together. And I
I don't
wasn't
even care.
expecting.
I don't even care if she rips off all my skin and my organs melt to the ground.
Right.
I was, dude. I when she did that, he does that stupid thing where they do in cartoons where they blink and then, like when they don't realize
uh,
when they run off a cliff and they don't realize that they ran off a cliff until they
yep.
like look down, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I just appreciated the cameos. I mean, and if you want to get
Same.
technical, I looked at all the cameos and I paid attention to the movie and I'm thinking, okay, so actual cameos or characters that were in the MCU that have already been in the MCU. I think Chris Evans was the only cameo, I think, that has actually made an appearance in the MCU. I think everybody else was from Fox that they brought in now.
Happy
I think.
and Happy
Oh,
from when he
happy. Yep.
was interviewing.
Because I completely forgot. Yeah, because I forgot about that interview. Yeah, happy. Yep. And of
Fuck.
course the TVA,
God damn it.
but I'm talking like actual
Yes.
like cameos. I think Happy and Chris were the only ones from that have already established themselves.
No, now that my voice is starting to go out, which is another reason why I'm trying to end the fucking episode. Happy, like you said, some of the people from the TVA, like the one girl who's in charge right now, and
Yeah.
technically speaking, Robert Downey Jr., because they have pictures of him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So technically speaking, yes.
Okay.
Um, okay, technically there's a fourth, the Hulk. Because, oh, hey, man, the classic brown and orange, that's so great. Weren't you wearing that suit when you
Oh
fought
yeah, 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 yeah,
Hulk?
yeah. Yep, yep, yep,
Hey!
yep.
Hey! I am Marvel Jesus, and I will not stand for that!
Yep, I remember that. Okay, yep, you're right.
So, yes, those four. Yeah,
But so I
those
do, I do, I,
four.
I do, I do appreciate that most of the cameos were from the Fox super heroes catalog, and bringing and
Right.
letting them come back and letting them do their thing. Um, and then it would have been nice to have maybe one or two extra. I mean, you don't want to like have too many cameos because
Right.
then your movie's pretty much just relying on cameos.
Yeah, exactly. And
But
that
I
becomes a
think
waste.
one or two, like actual, like okay, the one where eventually I guess Deadpool's gonna be lying in fucking Thor's arms apparently, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if that's an actual like spoiler, like hey, that's actually gonna happen at some. I mean, it makes me wonder if that's gonna happen in one of the Avengers movies.
possibly because let me
But
see.
if I'm right, I know the new Avengers are assembled with Anthony Mackie coming back is the new Captain America.
Okay, Age of Apocalypse, Apocalypse Wars, Captain America who won't wield the shield. The nephew. Okay. Okay. No. All right. Cause I'm just trying to see. Deadpool core. No. Deadpool Killogy. Oh, for Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe and Deadpool Illustrated. Okay. Deadpool
So
kills Deadpool. I mean, they could run that one.
it's
Um.
so I think if I had anything else to say, I mean maybe a cameo with him actually like talking with somebody
Ooh.
like an actual Avenger because you know how excited he was to he
If
applied to be an Avenger.
it could happen, if they end up running the hulked out hero story.
Okay.
Because it says that Deadpool in Volume 2, number 21, Deadpool gets hulked out near the end of the Fall of the Hulk storyline.
Hmm.
So basically around like World War Hulk kind of shit.
Hmm.
Um, and he becomes Hulkpool. And then he has to travel back in time to kill himself, disrupting the origin stories of many of the heroes as he goes. After that, there could be Identity Wars, which is something semi-different.
Right.
Um, could be a 2099, because that did look like a super old fucking Thor now that I'm thinking of it. So that could have been like 2099 or 2997.
We'll just have to wait and see. We really
Yeah,
will. We'll
yeah,
just have to wait and
exactly.
see. Or it could be nothing, and it could have just been a funny thing.
Yeah, no, you're not fucking wrong, but why bring in a
But
character and not fucking use them?
sometimes just for the sometimes you
Just
just
for the
want to
fuck of it? Yeah.
just for the shock and awe, just to see people's reaction.
You're not
Sometimes
wrong.
sometimes people just want to see reactions.
Although now I have to actually fucking check that. God damn it! Why do we got to do this shit? I just wanted to end the stream because I got shit to do.
Well, then we can end it now.
No. Deadpool wiki or no? Damn it. Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, where the fuck is the IMDb? Because I know it's way the fuck down there. There it is. Okay, full cast and crew. Control F. THOR. Okay, it doesn't say who the fuck was Thor. So that literally could have been something from like a video game or something the fuck else.
Could have been
Or,
anything.
yeah, or they just simply didn't fucking end up putting it. They have Henry Cavill marked as the Cavalrine. Son of a bitch.
That is funny.
Yeah, let's see.
But like I said, overall, I think the movie was great. Definitely,
Oh wait, I didn't even notice fucking Blob was in there.
a second watch will probably have to happen just to see everything that we may have missed.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Is
Oh
that
yeah,
first?
I guess that's why you guys were pointing it out. Yeah, I guess Nathan Fillion was Headpool, and Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Pool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, and I guess one of his kids, Olin Reynolds, was Baby Pool.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, no, that's neat. But
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
cause they got Ray Park back to be fucking Toad, and they got
Yep.
Kelly Hu back to be Lady Deathstrike. Okay, so yeah, no, that's fair. And then those are the fucking uncredited people.
Right.
So I mean, maybe there's a possibility because they didn't list a lot of the extra fucking Deadpools. So maybe there's a chance that they got fucking Spike Spiegel to show up and fucking, make a fucking like Wolverine noise or fucking be like a background character and nobody fucking recognized him, or even got fucking Nolan North to show up as either a fucking background character or voice one of the other fucking Deadpools for some of the Foley and shit. Like, who
Right.
knows? Maybe he's the fucking bus driver Deadpool. Fucking who knows?
Right.
But either way, like I said, we've been talking way too long. My fucking
All right.
voice is starting to fucking go. And I have actual adulting shit to do. So, hopefully in 2 weeks when we come back... Fuck, hold on. Fucking god.
So
damn it.
hopefully, when we come back in the next 2 weeks,
Bill will
we
be back in 2 weeks. We'll have a bunch of shit to actually fucking do.
Yep.
Because the only reason why we fucking did this is because we knew it was just going to be me and Shane. Scott was going to stop in and hang out with us, but he texted me earlier and said, I don't feel good. Like, I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I wish him a little bit of a speedy recovery, because who knows how bad it actually is. It could be something where he was just exhausted because he was texting me at 3 o'clock this morning, or fucking, I don't know, maybe it was just a matter of he only got like a couple hours worth of a nap and then was like, fuck it, I'm getting actual fucking sleep now.
Probably.
But yeah, so hopefully next time we'll at least have Bill. Maybe next time we all get back together, fucking Nick won't be stuck at work either, because I know Nick went and saw the movie, because he said he probably would have been in on this episode, but he's fucking stuck at work.
Yep.
So yeah, so who knows?
Well,
Maybe next time we'll have the entire crew. To be fair, I knew I was gonna have the fucking gas money, so had we not gone and saw the fucking movie, this episode would have been completely fucking different. Because I would have rounded up as many of us motherfuckers as possible, and we actually would have been filming at Bill's house for the first time. And Shane, how long's it been since we've been to Bill's house?
I can't remember. It's been quite a while.
Exactly. But yeah, so we probably would have been over at Bill's on the actual equipment, and not my shitty fucking mic and Shane's shitty fucking mic with no webcam because he did the entire stream naked.
I
So
did.
everybody clock it. Shane did 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34,
Of a
35.
stream
Naked!
of a stream naked. Later on, guys. Bye.